Hi students, this is me wishing you all a very beautiful morning and welcoming every one of you back to the English class. And today in this video we are going to start a new memory poem I Am Every Woman by Rakhi Narayani Shirk. So this is a memory poem, you have to memorize it, right? Okay, now let us see about the poet Rakhi Narayani Shirk. So Rakhi Narayani Shirk is an academician with a passion for writing poems as a medium of self-expression. She is a postgraduate with a bachelor's degree in education. Right. So, Rakhi Narayani Shirk is an academician. So, what is mean by academician means a person who is working or in a education related academy. Okay, so she is an academician with a passion for writing poems. So what is mean by passion? Passion means interest. So every one of us will have interest in some field, right? Some of you may like painting, some of you may like dancing, singing, okay, sleeping, watching television, playing games. So each and everybody's patience differs, right? So likewise, she is very much interested in writing poems. And what is the purpose she is writing poem is? It is a medium of self-expression. So she considers that writing poem as a medium of as a chance or as a medium of expressing self. That is self-expression. She is a postgraduate with a bachelor's degree in education. So she had completed PG with B.Ed. Okay, and also she was a teacher. Okay, so she had worked as a teacher in Ryan International School at Kargar. So she is a postgraduate and at present she is living in New Mumbai. Okay, so now she is living in New Mumbai. So this is about the poet Rakhi Narayani Shirk. So when you are writing the memory poem, you have to write it along with the name of the poet. So simply if we want to say about the author, she is a person who was interested in writing poem. So why she writes poem is because she considers it as a medium of self-expression. So a way to express her views, herself. Okay. So I am every woman. So already we have seen the basics about women empowerment in our third prose, right? In the empowered women navigating the world. Okay, so this poem also talks about the empowerment of women, that is the development of women, which we have talked most in the previous prose, right? So now let us see the intro of the poem. This poem talks about the multifaceted nature of women. Today's women are empowered, brave, strong and resolute. They are always ready to take up new ventures. They are persistent and work tirelessly to prove that they are capable of. Women have to be treated respectfully for the growth of a nation, right? So this poem talks about the multifaceted nature of women. So what does mean by multifaceted? So many-faced. So already we have seen in the previous prose that women has many faces, that is she is equally empowered like men. So a woman acts as a teacher, a woman acts as a mother, a housewife, okay. So a caretaker, a doctor, an engineer. So women are in each and every field. She is multifaceted. She has many faces. So when she works for, when she goes for a work, she is a worker there, and when she comes back home, she is a mother and a homemaker. Okay, so women is multifaceted. That is, women are working with multiple faces. They can face all the situations. Today's women are empowered. Okay, and the poet says that today's women are empowered. That is, they had developed in all the fields, and also they are very brave, they are very strong and resolute. What does resolute means? That is, they are determined. Okay, so they are very much strong in their mind. They are very much determined. They are always ready to take up new ventures. So what does mean by ventures means? Doing some risky actions. Okay, so doing some risky action or undertaking a risky action as a challenge. Rumba challenging they'll be facing. Even the work is very much risky or daring. Okay, so they are always ready to take up new adventures. They are persistent. So what is persistent is what is that? They'll be continuing all their work with a strong determination. Okay, with a strong motiveness, with a strong willpower, and work tirelessly. So tirelessly means without getting tired. Okay, that is even though, so everyone will be getting physical tiredness in whatever work we do. Okay, here tirelessly means without getting mental tiredness. Okay, and work tirelessly to prove that they are capable of. Okay, why they are working tirelessly is because they want to prove themselves that they are capable of doing everything. Women are capable. Women have to be treated respectfully for the growth of a nation. So at last what the poet Rakhi Narayaneshwar says is, she says that such a woman, what type of woman? A multifaceted, empowered, brave, strong, resolute, persistent, and capable. Okay, so women are suitable for all these personalities. So such a women should be treated. So how they should be treated? They should be treated respectfully for the growth of a nation. So this is what she insists to every one of us, right? Now let us get inside the poem. So as I said already, it is a memory poem, right? So a woman is beauty innate, a symbol of power and strength. She puts her life at stake. She's real, she's not fake. The summer of life she's ready to see in spring. She says, spring will come again, my dear. Let me care for the ones who are near. She's the woman, she has no fear. Strong is she in her faith and beliefs. Persistence is the key to everything, says she. Despite the sighs and groans and moans, she's strong in her faith, firm in her belief. She's a lioness, don't mess with her. She will not spare you if you are a prankster. Don't ever try to sour her pride, her self-respect. She knows how to saw you, so beware. She's today's woman dear. Love her, respect her, and keep her near. Okay, so now let us see. This poem totally consists of 5 stanzas. Now let us see the first stanza. Right. Right. A woman is okay. A woman is beauty innate. So, a woman is beauty. So, here beauty will not refer to the external beauty. Okay, instead it refers to the internal beauty. Okay, that is the inborn beauty. That is the good qualities and the good abilities present inside the women. Okay. So here innate refers to the inborn beauty, the beauty which is present inside the women. So what is the inborn beauty? Inborn beauty nu edha sollalam? What is the outward beauty? Outward beauty means our dressing, our makeup, okay, our look, our style. All this we can say as external beauty. But here the poet says that a woman is not noted for her external beauty. Instead, a woman is noted for her beauty innate. That is inborn beauty. What is inborn beauty? So, inborn beauty refers to all the internal qualities and the abilities which is present inside the women. That is the innate beauty. So, a woman is beauty innate. So, the poet says that a woman is very beautiful inwardly. That is, she has a good inborn beauty, inner beauty. That is, she has all the abilities and the capacities and the capabilities. That is, these are all referred to as the innate beauty, right? A symbol of power and strength, and also the woman is the symbol of power and strength. She puts her life at stake. Stake means risk. Okay, So women puts her life at stake, that is at risk. She's real, she's not fake. Okay, all the women are expressing everything truly. So they will express their love truly. They are true in everything. Okay, so here real refers to the truthfulness in the women. Okay, so she is true in expressing everything and she is not fake. Okay, so she is not fake. You know what is mean by fake? Okay, so she doesn't express anything improperly. That is as a fake thing. Okay, so this is what said in the first stanza. That is, a woman is beauty innate. So a woman has lot of inborn beauty that refers to her capabilities, their abilities and her capacities. A symbol of power and strength, and also women are the symbol of power and strength. She takes her life at risk. That is, she puts her life at risk. She is real. So she is always truthful in expressing everything really, and she never expresses anything falsely, that is with fakeness. Okay, so this is what said in the first stanza. Now let us go for the second stanza. Right. The summer of life she is ready to see in spring. She says, spring will come again, my dear. Let me care for the ones who are near. She is the woman. She has no fear. Okay. So the summer of life she is ready to see in spring. So all of you know summer is a season and spring is a season. Okay. So which season we will be enjoying, summer or spring? Which season will you enjoy? So summer will be very hot. So every one of us will definitely enjoy the spring season, right? So the summer of life she is ready to see in spring. So here summer refers to all the difficulties and the hardships faced by the women. Okay, so summer refers to all the difficulties faced by the women in her life. Okay, so how she will face the difficulties in the life means, a woman is generally very optimistic. You know what is meant by optimism? Optimism means a person with positive thinking. Okay, pessimism means a person with negative thinking. So a woman is always optimistic. So even though she faces many difficulties, so here summer refers to difficulties and the hardships faced by the women in her life. So even though women face many hardships, difficulties in her life, how she is very much optimistic, because she will deal everything in the spring season. Spring season means during the time of happiness. She says, spring will come again, my dear. Okay, so she has lot of confidence that definitely spring will come again and again in our life. That is, happiness will come again. So even though so all of us knows very well that நம்ம ஒரு ரோட்ல போறோம் அப்படின்னா the road always has ups and downs. Okay, so all the summer season, so we will be feeling somewhat difficult to walk in the upper place, and it will be easy for us to walk downwards. Is it or not? So likewise here difficulties are like the ups and happiness are like the downs. Okay, so she says spring will come again, my dear. So even though you face difficulties in the life, what will happen? So she tells all of us that she advises or she gives a confidence to all of us that definitely our life will be filled again with spring, that is with happiness. So let me care for the ones who are dear. Okay, so I am not going to worry about the difficulties in my life, because I want to care for all the persons who are very near to me. That means that is all the persons in my that is for whom I have lots of love and care. So I have to take care of all of them. She is the woman. She has no fear. Okay, so who is she? So women, she is the women. So women has no fear at any time because she has a strong confidence that, what confidence? Even though our life is filled with the summer, that is with the difficulties, definitely one day it is going to be filled with spring, that is with the happiness. So she is a woman. She has no fear of anything, and also she has lots of time. So she needs lots of time and to take care of all the beloved persons around her. Can you understand? So this is about the second stanza. Now let us go for the stanza 3. Okay. So strong is she in her faith and beliefs. Persistence is the key to everything, says she. Despite the sighs and groans and moans, she's strong in her faith, firm in her belief. Okay. So strong is she in her faith. What does mean by faith? Faith means confidence, hope, confidence. தமிழ்ல நம்பிக்கை சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? So strong is she in her faith and beliefs, and also she is very much strong in her faith, in her hope, and in all her beliefs. Persistence is the key to everything. So she is giving a tips for all of us. What is it? Persistence. What is persistence? A strong determination. So இது நம்ம கண்டிப்பா செஞ்சுதான் ஆகணுங்கிற ஒரு determined மைண்டோட இருப்போம் இல்லையா? That is called as persistence. A strong determination is there. So what she says is, what she is telling is, what first of all the women should have is, they should have a strong determination. So when we are beginning a new work, okay, so that work may begin very happily or successfully, or sometimes it may have some difficulties, it might have some failures. Whatever it is, we should have a strong determination. That is the key for everything. Okay, so what she says is, persistence, that is strong determination, is the key to everything, says she. Despite the sighs and groans and moans, she is strong in her faith, firm in her belief. So despite the sighs, what does mean by sighs? In expressing grief. Grief means sorrow. Okay, so despite the sighs, groans. Groans means, already we have seen what is mean by groan in the previous poem, right? So in spite of the complaints and the grumbles. Okay, and moans. Moans means all the griefs, that is in expressing all the sadness within us. So a woman, so as all the other, a woman is also a natural human being. So she might also be filled with, her life might also be filled with sighs, that is sorrows, groans, lot of complaints and grumbles, and moans, and lot of griefs, that is some sadness. She is strong in her faith. So இது எல்லாமே இருந்தாலும், how she is very much strong in her faith. So faith means confidence or hope, and firm, and also she is very much firm, that is confident in her belief. Okay, belief means, what is that? Strong hope, strong confidence. Okay, so she is naturally, a woman is very strong in her faith, and so naturally women is very strong in her faith and belief. So what is the key for everything is strong determination, that is persistence is the key for everything. So as like the other human being, the life of the women will also be filled with lots of sighs, groans, and moans. So even though her life is filled with the sighs, groans, and moans, she is very much strong in her faith, and she is very much confident in her belief. Okay, so this is what said in the third stanza. So now let us go for the next stanza. She is a lioness, don't mess with her. She will not spare you if you are a prankster. Don't ever try to saw her pride. her self-respect. She knows how to thaw you, saw you, so beware. Okay, so she's a lioness. So to whom the woman is compared is, the woman is compared to a lioness. So lioness means a female lion. So a ferocious lion, an angry lion. So she is a lioness. Don't mess with her. Mess means tease. So don't try to seize her because she is a lioness. Very angry lion. She is a ferocious lion. Woman is like a ferocious lion. So don't try to tease her. She will not spare you if you are a prankster. Prankster means a person who acts mischievous. ரொம்ப silly-ஆ behave பண்றவங்க. Okay. So she will not spare you. That means she will not she will not excuse you if you are a mischievous person. That is, if you are a prankster. Okay, so she's a lioness. Don't mess with her. Don't try to play or joke or tease her. She will not spare you. She will not excuse you if you are a silly person, if you are a mischievous person. Don't ever try to saw her pride, her self-respect, and also at any time, at any cost, don't try to bring any disgrace to the women. That is, don't bring any bad things to her pride. Don't bring add any negative incidents or negative happenings to her pride and self-respect. She knows if you are doing anything like that. She knows. So women ku theriyum what she knows, how to thaw you, so how to freeze you and how to saw you. So here saw means cut. Okay, so beware, be careful. So the tone of the poet in this stanza is very threatening. Okay, so she gives a threat to all the others. Okay, how she gives a threat is, see, the poet says that the woman is a lioness. Don't try to play with her or tease her or make any fun of the women. She will not spare you, so she will not excuse you if you are a mischievous person, prankster. So don't ever try to, so don't bring any disgrace to her pride and self-respect, because if you do anything like that, she knows how to thaw you, that is how to make you freeze and how to cut you. So be careful. Okay, so the poet gives a threat to everyone. So finally, she's today's women. Okay, so the women now are today's women. So they are not like the women in those days. Okay, in the past history, in those days, she is today's women. Today's women, dear. Okay, so she's today's women. She's not like the women in those days. Love her. So love all the women. Give respect. Respect her. Keep her near. Okay, so be a dignified person. Be a respectable person. Be a dignified person. Okay, so what the poet says finally is, she's today's women. She's not like the women who are in those days, dear. Okay, so it is very important to, and also it will be safe for everyone to love her, to give her respect, and also how women should be treated. So to give her respect, and it is better to keep her near and treat her as a dignified person, that is as a respectful person. Treat her as a dignified person. It is good for all of you. Okay, so this is the final thing said by the poet Rakhi Narayani Shirk. Okay, so this is about this poem expresses the bravery and the strength of today's women. Okay, so let us have a small So in the first stanza, what we have seen, so a woman is beautiful inwardly. She has lots of power and strength. She is ready to put her life at risk. She is always true and she is never false. Okay. So in the second stanza, she is ready to face all the difficulties. She has a strong belief that again happy life will be filled with happiness, and she wants to care for all the beloved ones who are near to her. And she is the woman. She has no fear. She doesn't fear for anything. What is said in the third stanza is she is very faith. She is very confident, strong in her faith and belief. So strong work is the key to everything. In spite of the sighs, groans and the moans, she is strong in her faith and she is very much confident in her belief. She is a lioness. Don't mess with her. Okay, so she is like a ferocious lion. So don't try to tease her. She will not spare you if you are, so she will not excuse you if you are a prankster, and don't try to disgrace her pride and self-respect, because if you do so, she will make you freeze and she will cut you. So be careful. And finally, she is today's woman. So give love to her, give respect and keep her near and treat her as a dignified person, right? Thank you, children. Thank you for watching. So let us meet in the next class. Thank you.